made the easiest eyeglass case ever? Let's go make it. But before we get started, don't forget to share this so it will save to your profile and you can come back and find it later. The first thing I did was cut 2 pieces of fabric and 1 piece of batting, 7 inches by 7 inches. I laid them on top of each other and rounded the corners. It's not perfect. It's perfectly fine with me. I'm going to quilt just 1 piece of fabric. So I'm going to put this green piece face up on top of the batting. And I'm just going to quilt with straight lines across mine. Quilt it any way you like. I'm just doing it with a straight stitch, and I'm back stitching when I start and when I stop.
Thank you, Missouri Star Quilt Company, for sending us these gorgeous fabrics. These are from the Laguna Sunrise collection by Moda, and all of these projects you see me making are fat quarter friendly. This could be made from 1 fat quarter, but I wanted mine to be 2 different colors. So you could easily just use 1 fat quarter and not use 2. You would just have the same color on both sides of your eyeglass case. Now I'm just quilting mine with straight lines about 1 inch apart, and I'm going to go in both directions so it ends up looking like a diamond shape. And I'm eyeballing mine, but you obviously can mark yours if you want to.
I've quilted mine, you've quilted yours. Let's cut off all of these threads and put our eyeglass case together. So I'm going to lay the piece I quilted face up. So the cotton batting is on the back and I'm looking at my fabric face up. I'm going to take my second piece of fabric, 7 by 7, that I rounded the corners on, and I'm going to lay it face down just like this. Now, I'm going to sew all the way around, except I'm going to leave a hole at the bottom to turn my project. Straight stitch, 1/4 inch seam, back stitch when you start and when you stop.
This is a super easy, beginner-friendly project, and I cannot wait to see the ones that y'all make. This is a great happy for anybody in your life.
Next thing you're going to do is put your fingers in there and turn your eyeglass case right side out. So y'all going to yell at me for not clipping my corners. And if you want to clip your corners, I want you to clip your corners. But every single time I clip my corners, I cut my thread. It is a disaster. So do not clip my corners and don't come for me. I'm not clipping them. It's just not something I love to do. I do try to trim it close so that when I'm turning it, I get a pretty corner, but I'm not clipping them. It has never worked out well for me. So I've got it turned right side out. Now I want to make sure I push out all of the seams all the way around. Oh my goodness. Look how pretty this is. Make sure you cut off all those threads. Y'all know, nobody wants threads hanging from that gift you just gave them. Nobody. And I don't want to pull something out that I've made and look at it and have threads hanging on it. Not cute. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to top stitch just the top of this. That's it. Just the rounded edge from corner all the way over here.
We're only top stitching the rounded edge because the rest of it is going to get top stitched in a minute.
After you've done that, now remember we still have this hole down here. After you've done that, whatever side is going to be the front of your eyeglass case, you want to make sure you make the front. We're going to fold this over just like this. Make sure that our hole is tucked in nice and pretty. Fold it over. Now, we're going to top stitch both pieces from right where we just finished. Okay, let's see if you can see. Can you see what I top stitched just around the top? Because when I put this together, that's going to be open and I didn't want that not to be top stitched. So now we're going to start stitching here and we're going to go from here to this corner. Or I'm going to go from the corner back because that's where my hole is. It doesn't matter which direction you go. You go in whatever direction you like.
This is a few layers of fabric, so you don't have to change your needle, but you do want to sew slowly. And you can obviously clip or pin if you want to.
That's it. Easy peasy. Well, that is not the end of it. You're finished. Now the true test. Let's see if a pair of eyeglasses will fit in it. Bum, bum, bum. Oh my goodness. Super, super, super easy. And y'all just made this in like less than 10 minutes. My name is Tammy. I'm your favorite sewing teacher, and I would love for you to come sew with me.